Hey guys, and welcome back to Corpse Party Blood Drive, and we're gonna jump into chapter 8. So we have two more chapters. It goes to chapter 10, but Blood Drive chapter 8, ties severed, ties mended. So without further ado, let's jump in. So in the last episode, we saw that we were able to get the Book of Shadows from my own body by stabbing myself and pulling out. So we have that in our possession now, and we're back into the Heavenly Host. So what is this? The floors and walls are completely covered in, I don't even want to know what. The school is still here, at least, so time really does seem to have reverted, but this is definitely very different. What was the one theory I was reading about? If time is ever turned back, you leap over the rails into a whirlpool of destiny or something. Things will never be exactly the same. So yeah, we went back in time, so that also happened. Another tremor, because we saw the dead bodies of our friends, and then Sachiko actually sent us back. So the light, that light I saw means the seventh pillar is already being born. If I don't intervene, Masudo will use his false Book of Shadows to destroy everything all over again. Alright, so we are actually going to go back here and grab this. A name tag rests beside the corpse. Monona, agricultural class 1-2, Akinori Oba. Succumb to shock upon removal of organs. Stomach contents replaced with unknown, undesirable substances. Wow. That sounds awful. So we're going to run over here and save, and we're going to continue on with chapter 8. So we're going to save over this one. Okay, so note the pattern of the overall change is hard to see a significant trap. Also, because the placement of the obstacle is changed, there is a need to go up to the second floor and the west stairs to go up the spiral staircase. So we're going to save and grab the corpse here and get the item north of the corpse. Where is that? So head right and get the item bandage paper. So there should be something over here. Alright, here it is. Alright, so there's, alright, if you guys can see the traps, they're actually really hard to see on the ground. So there's something on the floor here, and we got a talisman. Very awesome. So we're gonna go up north, and there should be a corpse here. There it is. A name tag rests beside the corpse. Najima Academy, High Class 2-3, Kohei Asakura. Severed own carotid artery. Sorry, I don't know. Artery after killing instantly stricken friend. Alright, so he killed himself. And then head all the way down south for that. So yeah, so you gotta really look out for all this. Alright, so there's the one right there. It's like glass, I think. So the name tag rests beside the corpse. Tikimori, trade school class 3B, Takudo Chido. Succumbed to shock instantly when neck was snapped. Alright. So can we go around this way? Okay. So there is, okay, head left to the west. So there's a spirit here. We're gonna actually run past. Can we, wait, how do we do this? We can't go this way? I guess we can't go this way. Now track to the start and head left, and we're gonna go up the stairs. Gotta watch out for the traps. There's one right here. Very good. And we're gonna head left. So there is a spirit here, I think. And head left. Wire traps on the way. So there's a spirit. Oh fuck! See, I didn't see. Wait, what did I get hit on? I think it was it might have been the spirit. So we can banish it, or we can just run. Okay. So there seems to be something down here. Something on the floor here. Batteries. Very good. I'm not even using my battery. It's pretty bright right now. And we got this one. Succumb to starvation and dehydration. Alright, so we're gonna go up the first floor, and then wire traps on the way, as well as a spirit. What the fuck? No! I'm gonna actually die! Shit. Alright, I guess I can't actually go there. So batteries, corpse there, head to the second floor. Okay, so we're gonna go right here. Continue right and then north for a tag. Okay, so there is like 3 tags and there's 3 tags here and also a save candle. So maybe we can actually. All right, we actually have to dodge those, I guess. Oh shit, I didn't even see that. All right, so we are actually gonna go in here. The door seems to be eaten away by Nirvana. Okay, so we can't actually go that way. All right, so here's the tripwire. We're going to sever that. Hopefully I don't die. Seems to be something along the lines here. Let's see. Here's a body tag right here. Name tag rests besides. The guild leader, Makoto Asada, came from the caves, took a knife to the forehead. Wow. Okay, so there's a trap right there. Walk around these. There is one more right over here. And a save. Very nice. Alright, so Koraku Yanagiya High Class 3-1 Keiji Yamanami suffered brain contusions after taking a beating to the head. Well, that's awful. Oh, shit, I didn't even save. Okay. Alright, so we are actually going to go upstairs. Alright, so I'm going to save real quick. Because I don't actually want to die. And we're going to go... This chapter seems to be very, very short. So we're actually almost done. We're going to go up here. And then... we're going to go up the staircase, and that should be it. So we're going to go up this east staircase, and then go up to the 3rd floor. Alright, watch out for the traps. And it seems like I'm healing, so not too bad. Okay. And we're going to run up the staircase. And that should be it. Alright, so she's tired. We're going to walk up the giant staircase once again. And continue from there. Very awesome. So, this guy, once again... let's see. Yazuyaku Yanagori. Even he couldn't avoid becoming a victim in here, just like everyone else. So we've seen that before. He's like crucified. Pretty weird. We just gotta make it all the way up to the top, and we should be a-okay. Let's actually turn on our flashlight. Kind of lags the system, so let's just go all the way up. Okay. The door is even open. Alright, come on, Ayumi. Middle school all over again. You can do this. Alright, Jesus Christ. She is so tired. Okay. Let her catch her breath. Alright, we made it. There we go. Alright, let's see what else we have in store for Chapter 8. That's all we had to do. And we're going to see how things pan out from here. Alright, so we're back here, and that's the pillar. That's what happened in Chapter 7. And Chapter 6. Aha! How marvelous is the 7th pillar, the Sephiroth of knowledge. So we've been here before. I made this happen with the power of my Book of Shadows. What in the world? It all begins now. Time to break this wall down, and Heavenly Host with it, and erase you as well. Kuan Niwa, 1 stone to kill. Oh, so many birds. Grrr. So this is the grimoire. Crackle. Very nice. Good boy. Alright, so that's Masudo. To bits with you, Heavenly Host Elementary. No. So that's Aiko. Huh? The fuck was that? Alright, Masudo is a whimper. Stop. You have to stop this. Please, don't kill her. Sis has nothing to do with this. How pathetic. Ooh. And then here comes the monster. The lip monster. But here's Ayumi. Things have changed. When Aiko opened her eyes, she found me standing in front of her. I had one of my arms outstretched, obviously having blocked something with it. My arm had protected Aiko from the charging mouth almost as a shield would. Are you okay, Aiko? Yes. Ayumi? What power is this? When did you... Shinozaki? Class rep? Shinozaki, you... Am I supposed to... Am I dead or something? What happened to the person that gathered all the stones in this universe? Of course, Kishinuma, Machida, Nakashima, and Miss Kuwan were all there too. Thank God, everybody's still alive. That filthy brat in the red dress isn't with you? So of course he's talking about Shachiko. Something's wrong. What's going on? Ah, I see. Your aura's color is a little off. It's got the hue of someone who's repeating a moment in time. So you figured it out. I am from the future. Ha! You can tell that, can't you? Huh. You can just laugh at me, Did you just laugh at me, you bitch? You think you can fuck with me? I'll mess you up, you little piece of shit. Ha! Ayumi just smacked the shit out of her. Gah! You little... Just stop. Your plan ends here. I wouldn't be so cocky if I were you, Ayumi Shinozaki. Just who do you think I am? I'm the descendant to rule, or I'm destined to rule here. The surviving member of the Yagora, the last Masudo. Is that so? You are so dead. I'm going to fucking kill you, Ayumi, with all the wisdom of the witches. You just can't get it, or you just don't get it, do you? Stand down, imposter. What? Why do you have that? You told me it was gone. Were you just playing a sick joke on me? As if he was in any position to be accusing me of deception. I'll be taking back the contents of that book now. Grrrr! Juked? My book of shadows roared and a bit hard into the false book of shadows. Key. Alright, so that is the grimoire. Stop! Stop! Masudo was in a total panic, but it didn't stop. It wouldn't. The book of shadows, my book of shadows, completely devoured the imposter. Alright. Alright, so that is the sound of the grimoire getting eaten. Damn you! Grrr! And just bitch smack the shit out of Masudo. The book of shadows' tongue stretched out like a whip, crackling itself at Masudo. You need to stop. I'll eat you too, you know. Or it'll eat you too. Hey, Satoshi, I'm gonna pin him down. Help me out. You bet. Oh, hold still now, okay? Masudo's plans have finally failed. Burp? Okay. Alright, there you go. It's over. You're too much of a danger to everyone, so we're gonna tie you up. I produced a handkerchief from my pocket. I'll do it. Machida tied Masudo's wrists together. Another earthquake? Look! Alright, so it's still... The wall is still falling apart because of what happened there, I think. And it seems like the monolith was still being created. Why? We stopped the Sephiroth from activating. It's not over yet. Did you really think you could hold down the Nirvana all by yourself? The Nirvana's that's been gathering and eaten by that book does not represent the whole Book of Shadows. I told you before, didn't I? The Nirvana has a core separate from that which gives shape to Heavenly Host. And that core possesses a consciousness all on its own. The core has its own consciousness? Is that what Sachiko meant by the person in the Nirvana's core? The core's thoughts will activate the Sephiroth of knowledge, fusing the real world and the Nirvana as one, bringing it to its knees with or without my intervention. My goal in all of this was to gain control of the decidedly berserk core of this dimension. But you stopped that from happening, leaving no other outcome for your world than a gradual, disorderly, and chaotic destruction. So, what are you gonna do about it? I'll do what you couldn't. I'll finish it. I'll complete this book. Is that so? Well, let's see what you can manage, then. Let's see if the little coward who's always relied on her big sister and her friends has finally grown up a spine. The Book of Shadows core sleeps somewhere in the Nirvana. Just try and confront the will of the witch who created this book. See what happens. Ah, a normal human being would go mad 100 times over. The prospects of us going mad seemed to amuse him. He smirked. Mashida, Nakashima, Kishinuma, Miss Kuon, and Aiko. Thank you for coming here, and I'm truly happy to have friends like you. But y'all need to return to the real world now. Do you have any way back? We're all set. The spirit charge on my Ever After stones is almost at capacity. So we can finally get home. That's great to hear. What about you, Shinozaki? I have something I need to take care of. What is it? Whatever it is, you can count on us to help out, Shinozaki. We came here to bring you back after all. Isn't that right, everyone? You bet. That's right, class rep. No, I'll be fine. I'll head back on my own soon. No way, no how. Let us help you, Shinozaki. It'll go faster if we do it than if it's just you. Uh-oh. The fucking little... What the heck? Ah! It's, Sachi. Nakashima? What's wrong? What happened, Naomi? Huh? Can no one else see her? What? She just jumped off! What's wrong, Naomi? Suddenly a vision flashed in Naomi's head, as if she was seeing through someone else's eyes for a moment. Alright, let's see what's going on. Alright, so chapter 8, we stopped Mitsudo, but it seems it's out of control. Oh my fucking god! That was like at least 4 or 5 stories, and she just landed and just rolled away. Okay, so this is what Sachi sees. Ugh! Alright, so she is breaking out all that stuff. Gwa! She moonwalked into a building or a room that was blocked off by hair or something. Alright. Big brother. Oh yeah, we have no idea what happened to Yuka. I'm scared. Somebody help me. Alright, so this is Fuka. So we were in some kind of dungeon. And it seems like they had Yuka. Naomi? Hey, snap out of it, Naomi. Satoshi? Naomi, thank goodness. This is bad. What do you mean? What happened? Just now, Naomi? I saw a girl in black just now. She jumped down from here. A girl in black? Were her eyes black too, by any chance? Yeah, they were. I didn't see anything. Did you, Satoshi? Nothing here either. It was Sachi. Huh? Sachi? Sachiko's twin sister, the spirit of an unborn baby who died in the uterus, I think that's what it's supposed to be. Utero? I brought these here from Makina Shinozaki's home without thinking, and in doing so, I brought Sachi's spirit over here from the real world as well. So those are the teeth. Teeth? They look like baby teeth. Yeah. She's a strong evil spirit who's been eating away at the world around her indiscriminately for some time. My company has been after her for quite a while now, and it seems her powers have increased quite significantly since coming to this dimension. Those might just serve you as well as a protective charm. I think you should hold on to them, Machida. But Shinozaki, if I have them, you won't. I have this book. Miss Kuan, I just saw what a girl in black saw from this eye. Naomi removed the patch from her eye. Her injury hadn't healed in the slightest. Her left eye was clouded over with blisters blanketing the pupil that spelled out the name Sachi. That looks bad. Naomi, Nakashima's eye is a result of a spirit's will literally burning itself into her. She's been using eye drops made from holy water. However, so she should fully heal or recover in no time. The image she saw, however, may in fact be a reflection of what the spirit itself is seeing. If that's the case, then Satoshi, that Sachi girl went into the underground bomb shelter, and I definitely heard Yuka's voice in there. What? That's impossible. She should be home right now. No, she is most certainly here. Masudo, you bastard. You! Ha 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 ha. Satoshi Mashida, your little sister is such a very doting girl. When I told her that her brother was in danger, she wasted no time at all following me into this dimension. Is Yuka seriously here? People like you, who've been to Heavenly Host, have a special aura about you. And, one that signifies you've been through the loop of death, as it were. And she, among all of you, came into direct contact with Sachiko and established a bond of sympathy with her, giving her quite the well of spiritual energy to draw from. Really, I can think of no one more suited or well suited to this world than she. You rat bastard. I summoned her here to be used as the water conveyance through which the Nirvana's core would be delivered to my new book of shadows. That's unconscionable. Even at this very moment, I'm squeezing every last drop of spirit energy from her in the school's basement. But, well, now that my book's gone, she has no further use to me at all. So you'd best hurry if you plan to get her back. Sachi's on her way there right now, after all. Ugh! Satoshi! Wait, Miss Kuan, I'm going too. But with your eye the way it is, no, I'm going. I want to help save Yuka as quickly as possible. I understand. Let's go then. You stay with Kishinuma and Shinozaki, okay? Once you've rescued Yuka, we'll come back for you. Okay, sis. Aiko was looking down and turning slightly red as she said that, and Miss Kuan did not fail to notice. Her face lit up brighter than I'd ever seen it. Alright, Kishinuma, please look after my sister if you would. Sure thing. So they're gonna go save Yuka, and we're gonna go and do something else? She actually called me sis. I can't remember the last time that happened. Hehe. Alright, so she is super happy. Gah! Does your eye hurt? You look like you're suffering quite a bit. Hold on just a moment. Here, I brought some eye drops. Hopefully they'll keep the pain under control. Thanks. Alright, so what are we gonna do? Shinozaki. Could you join the search party too? Kishinuma, you never know what'll be down there. The more guys, the better, I think. But what about you? I'll be fine. I have the book. This jerk can't intimidate me anymore. Ha! Well, you certainly seem confident. Then I'll be back in a jiff. Alright, Yoshiki and Kishinuma. You should never leave Ayumi. Come on. Alright, well, he left. It's just Aiko, Kishinuma, Ayumi, and Masudo. Ayumi? Hey, Ayumi, untie me. Just sit still. When everything's all over, I'll take you back. Are you serious, Ayumi? Yeah, I think even somebody like this must have people who miss him if you were gone. Like hell I do. The fuck is wrong with you, bitch? I don't need your pity or your charity. You think you're so much better than me? Huh? Wow. Masudo suddenly began to act hysterical, as if my words had struck a nerve somewhere deep in the core of his soul. Aiko was not amused. She stared down at him and easily won. He quickly regained his composure, however, and took a more casual, more relaxed posture. His tone almost made it sound like he was getting ready to strike a deal with us. Tell me, Ayumi, do you know what the driving force of this world is? It's malice. Malice, the heart of one's person as he knowingly deceives another, the genuine wish for misfortune to befall one's fellow man. It's really no different than a curse. But unlike curses, it's not the hatred of the victim that spawns it, but that of the assailant. I could hardly wait to see what this was where this was going. I was ready for him to throw me a curveball and try to trick me into helping him, and all I could think of was good luck with that. See, the spiritual organization my grandpa built, Yagora, fell into ruin. My asshole ancestors, who had no abilities to speak of, I should note, were persecuted as heretics. But leaving the Book of Shadows to fall into the hands of a dangerous organization of black magic practitioners like Martuba's tomb just had bad news written all over it. That's what Gramps thought anyways, so he stole the forbidden tomb, smuggled it away from their grubby hands, and secretly entrusted it into the Shinozaki family. Everything he did to save the world. He was practically burning with righteous fury. But naturally, his peers thought he was nuts. They called him, at best, a fake, a swindler, and a downright monster. They even burned his house down. Don't know exactly how he died, but I know he really was nuts by then. Lost his marbles and died while running around town like a chicken with his head cut off, I hear. His son, then my father, committed suicide, as did my mother. Wrapped things up in the townsfolk all nice and clean like. And no matter where I moved since then, there'd always be pieces of shit tracking me down, breaking my windows, cursing my family's name. It was all starting to get really old. I struck back a bit. I definitely wasn't expecting this from Masudo, nor was I quite certain how to react to it. After my parents died, reporters started swarming my house day after day. They were eating this shit up. They tried to catch me off guard and turn anything I said into the news stories, with headlines like, "Creepy local couple commits suicide, infiltrating the hair-raising occult home." They asked me if my parents ever told me their regrets, or if I had any juicy stories of horrible misfortunes. At one point, one of them even held up a sheet of loose leaf paper that said something like, "It doesn't matter if it's true or not, as long as it's entertaining." But the thing is, despite what the press seemed to think of them, my parents never once cursed the world. His eyes were swimming. I didn't get the sense that he was lying about any of this. Every day, at 3, they'd give us a piece of gum to chew on, as a treat. Even though they had no money whatsoever. It made me so happy, and always got me to stop crying. I felt for him. I genuinely felt for him. One day, before I consciously realized what I was doing, I doused one of those paparazzi coats in coat in lighter fluid, and set the fucker on fire. Wound up getting me thrown in juvie. Now just try and tell me your ancestors weren't exactly the same as mine, Ayumi. And it's not just us. Jealousy, pride, bullying, it's all the same damn thing when you get down to it. Practitioners like us aren't the only ones responsible for the curse. We're not the only ones spreading misfortune. It's the piece of shit peasants who are all scared of us at the root of it. But hey, it's just what it means to be different from ordinary humans, right, Ayumi? That's what the real world is like. It's if you're different, you're a pariah. You're evil. I don't like the way Dad and Mom talked about what you decided to do with your life, sis. It was all decency, this, and keeping up appearances, that. But they were all talking about you, and always putting things you've gotten to everything you do. It's really insulting. Hinoe's flashed me a kindly smile and patted me on my head. Ayumi, you shouldn't speak ill of Mom or Dad. We broke off the main line and began living peacefully in order to spare our families from what would have surely been a sad fate. And it makes perfect sense for them to oppose actions that they might feel lead us down that road again. Their warning surely comes from a place of kindness. You see, the curse called malice is spreading across the world town by town. Your ancestors went through so many struggles, and look how they were treated. What value is there in the world where the superior specimen of humanity are attacked by the masses? Is that why you take people's lives? Overpopulation has populated the earth with pigs, and I feel it is my duty to thin their numbers and squash their holier-than-thou ideals. By tying them down with fear, I can control them. Masudo slammed his foot to the ground. For what it's worth, my sister would have never agreed with you. I still feel for him. I pitied him. My eyes were starting to mist over as well. I wanted more than anything to reach out to him, to save him. Hinoe was too kind for her own good, like stupidly kind. We fought about that a lot. So what you said about her being your mentor, that part's true. She was the first person I ever opened up to, aside from my parents. Despite how short of a time we had together, I thought of her as a real partner in crime. She was my companion. And as someone with no relatives, that was the one time I ever really felt like I loved another human being. I never met a single person who had such an excess of kindness and forgiveness in her heart, and I doubt I ever will again. My eyes widened, and Masudo's eyes became more distant when he spoke about Hinoe. It's like he started staring into the past. His whole facial expression reflected into an incredible loneliness. So you and sis were still sacrificing yourself to save someone else's is bullshit. It's hypocrisy, pure and simple. Hurting yourself for any reason just winds up hurting everyone else around you. Would you die in place of someone else who's trying to commit suicide? Your family would be sick with grief, and that doesn't seem right, does it? I couldn't answer. I'd been repenting the actions that led to my sister's death the whole time, and I really couldn't argue with what Masudo was telling me. Compassion for others is strictly the domain of the superior humans. But because they forgive everyone without exception, and they don't understand what it means to question or doubt, they get assaulted for no other reason than because people are naturally malicious. This was the first time I'd heard of my sister being naive, I guess, and I definitely had trouble believing it. All I could do were the smiles, and those were as genuine as can be. But behind them, there may have been hidden wounds caused by people relentlessly taking advantage of her genuine nature, or gentle nature. And that sweet, kindly Hinoe is no longer in this world. Rumor has it she died to save a greedy asshole who was meddling in matters she couldn't possibly understand. How much does that poor girl have to sacrifice? How much pain must a superior human being like her be subjected to? I'm not finished yet. This world needs to be corrected, and it's up to me to show those peasants, those pigs, just what their sins have begotten. So what do you say, Ayumi? Untie me. You're Hanoe's sister. You wield the full power of the Shinozaki family lineage. You have the makings of the chosen one. Why don't we work together and untie this world as one? Or unite this world as one? Because that's not what sis would want. Gah! Whoa, just punches me in the stomach. Ayumi? Wrong answer, Ayumi. I mean, you tied him with a handkerchief. What do you expect? Masudo stared down at me with ice-cold eyes in his eyes, tossing away the handkerchief that was supposed to have been tied securely around his wrists. Both hands. That means he could have broken free at any time he wanted. Ugh! You're a fool as well. Being devoured alive by the Nirvana is supposedly quite an agonizing way to go, I hear. I was showing you mercy earlier when I tried to kill you with my knife. Wait. Ugh. I'll let you in on a little secret, Ayumi. You've already been purging the world yourself, and you don't even know it. Those countless Black Shadows figures you've been exercising here in Heavenly Host, those are the human spirits, or spirits of human beings, live human beings from the real world, or formerly live. What? Because the real world and Nirvana have been fusing together, human souls have been stumbling halfway into the cracks and appearing here as Black Shadows. Which would make you, I believe, a murderer. Each time you kill one of those figures, the other half of the soul dies with it. The person's body is snapped in half in the real world, dying instantly and mysteriously. Ah! I was still laid out flat on the ground, reeling from the punch and the shock from the news, the new revelation alike. I clenched my teeth and tried to pull myself up, desperately wanting to recapture this fugitive. But I was too unstable to keep my balance, plummeting back to the floor right away. This is too painful to watch. Why would you even come here when you're so helplessly unprepared? I'm off until the world ends. You might as well just keep on sitting right here and thinking about what you just did. Wait, Masudo! Don't shout my fucking name, bitch. See you around, Ayumi. You are a dumbass through and through, but I gotta say, you definitely take after your sister with that straight-laced attitudes of yours. Alright, so Masudo got out. I mean, they only tied him down with a handkerchief, so I don't understand what the fuck was that about. Alright, so this is what he did. So he's running away. It's the real thing. I finally have the real thing. If I can just return the Nirvana's core to this, the book would be complete, and I'll be like an unto a god. Huh? Alright, so that is you. What do you want? And how are you still alive? It was Satsuki, and she was standing directly in Masudo's path. Her entire face was stained in red, with her own white eyes breaking through. She wavered in place as she stared directly, wordlessly into Masudo's soul. A moment later, Masudo noticed something else behind her, one of the red helms that had been wandering into the school. You too? What happened to guarding Yuka? And why are you even here, you worthless tin can? Suddenly, Satsuki's head split open down the middle into 8 equally sized portions, like a flower budding. Those petals then closed around Masudo's head, tearing it clean from its body. Blood spurted from its neck, and his appendages twitched. And here it is. The person Magari, no matter how obnoxious they were in life, everybody's always so calm and peaceful when they're dead. If only you'd never gotten your hands on this book. It's really a rather pathetic end, Masudo. I wish I could have killed you myself, as promised. But you see, there were a lot of red marks here, weren't there? That's because we Martubas had already come to investigate. Alright, now Magari has it. This girl you brought here with you as a member of the Martubas tomb herself, in fact. Whoa, what? What? This sucks. The Order is going to get so cocky once they hear that the Yagoro is gone. I'm not looking forward to that. Alright, so is Satsuki dead? Magari suddenly grabbed Satsuki's hair and pulled her in. Honestly, I told you to stay with Yuka Mashida, didn't I, you monster? Yes, Mistress Magari. So, she was in on this whole time? So now we gotta go find Yuka. There she is. Big brother, Satsuki. Almighty God, cleanse this child's sins. The Lord had spoken. No soul may reside in trees that had died. Yuka was in a seemingly empty room, though she could hear prayers echoing around her. They seemed like the prayers one might expect from a demonic exorcism. I'm scared. Where am I? Big brother, I don't believe it. Big brother wouldn't lie to me. He can't be dead. Heavenly Father, Almighty God, take mercy on this impure soul. Strike down on this person with one firm swing of divine blade, O Lord. Ties severed and ties mended. And there you guys have it. We have chapter 8. Masudo is dead. And we have the Book of Shadows in the hands of Magari. And we also found out that Satsuki was part of Martubas. And she's actually some kind of monster that Magari controls. So new Encyclopedia Obscura's entries have been unlocked. Masudo's, Kuriaya, Book of Shadows, Demon, Yagora, Society, and the Red Helm. Chapter 6 have been unlocked. Separation. You have learned a new trophy. So we're going to save our system data. There you guys have it. That is chapter 8. Thank you for watching. And then in the next episode, we are going to go and finish up, or start up chapter 9. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next.